Good afternoon, my name is Mateo Vergara Leal. I am to 10th grade and this is the exposition of my English homework. Table of contents. Number 1, passive voice. Number 2, future time clauses. Number 3, past perfect. Number 4, conditionals. Passive voice. Passive voice make a sentence with the subject receiving an action. Are unclear and less direct sentences used in formal text. Example: John was writing book. Active voice. Make a sentence with the subject performing an action. Are clearer and more concise sentence. Example: a book was being written by John. Structure passive voice. With infinitives, it's used after modal verbs or verbs followed by infinitive. Example: you have to be tested on your English grammar. With gerund, it's used after prepositions and verbs followed by gerunds. Example: I remember being taught to drive. To be born, it's a passive formation and is usually used in the past tense, present or future sometimes. Example: around 100 babies are born in this hospital every week. Future time clauses. It's used to refer a future action or event through conjunctions: when, as, soon as, before, after, until, etc. Example: after graduation, after graduation, Nora will stay with her parents until she finds a good job. Structure. The main clause is conjugated in future will más infinitive and the temporal clause in present. Here are the most used conjunctions. Conjunction en el momento que. When says that something will happen at a certain time in future. As soon as sets the main action to occur immediately after the temporary action. Conjunctions of after and before. Before, prior to the moment when the main action is done before the temporary action. After, continue after action. The main action occurs second. Once, occur one time. Something that only happened once in the past. Conjunctions with the mientras que. While means that two actions occur simultaneously in the future. Until, when something occurs from now until a certain time in the future. Past perfect. It's used when an action occurs in the past before another. Example: after graduation, Nora will stay with her parents until she finds a good job. It's used to indirectly report what a person said when he was previously speaking. Example: I have started a new degree. She said she had started a new degree. It's used to talk about actions that started in the past and continued until a certain time in the past too. Example: I had been happy in all my jobs until I got this one. It can be used in conditional sentence. Example: if you had told me before, I would have helped you. Structure the past perfect. Structure with the first action in the past perfect and the second action in the past simple. Errores. Number 1, confuse the past perfect with the present perfect. Number 2, confuse the past perfect with the past simple. Number 3, confuse never with ever when using superlatives. And number 4, conjugation of verbs. It's used to conditionals, excuse me. It's used to propound real or imaginary sentence. It's related to plans, desires, dreams, or purpose. They are different according to the possibility they are expressing and the verb's tenses used. They are formed with a first action that is a condition and the next one is the result of the first one. Conditional types. 0. Conditional. Arguments where the condition and the result are real facts. First conditional. To express very probable plans or sentence in the future. Second conditional. To propound unrealistic ideas of the present or unlikely in the future. Third conditional. Talk about actions from the past that did not happen. And mixed conditional. It raises non-existent sentence of the past and the present affectation.